Okay, in this video I'm going to show you quickly how to use the GIF object. The GIF object is very straightforward, relatively simple to use, and I'm going to show you how you can use that right now inside GameLauncher Creator v3. So you simply just select GIF from the object panel here, and as you can see it inserts this placeholder template. It's just a placeholder so you know where the object is. You can simply change it by clicking on GIF settings here or clicking on the settings cog. And then you literally just select your GIF file. Now it'll open up your launcher library, and as you can see in here we only have the default GIF. We don't really have any other GIF object. So what I've got here is a little dancing banana. I'm going to drag and drop that into the library, and that will import the dancing banana GIF in for us. So I can simply select select button, and then there we go, there is our banana inside the game launcher. Now you'll notice that it's not animating, and the reason why it's not animating for me is because I have previews turned off. So if you go to edit and preferences, you can turn the previews on simply by clicking show live previews in editor and then clicking yes. And then if we reload the page, you'll notice now that it shows it. Now you'll notice that it's also stopped, so it showed it once and it stopped, and that's because we don't have loop GIF. So if you go into the settings of the GIF and select loop GIF under additional settings, it'll now loop the animation as well. So obviously when it comes to GIF files, we always entice developers and designers to create their own GIFs. Now you can use GIFs off the internet, that's fine. However, you may have issues with index transparency and alpha transparency with your GIFs. So if that is the case, then you're going to have to edit the GIF file. GLC v3 can't do this for you because it just takes the file as is. So what you need to do then is, if you're not creating your own GIFs, then you need to edit the GIF. And you can use applications like Fireworks and stuff to edit the GIF, and just make sure that you select all the correct frames for the transparency or the index transparency, whatever it is that you're going to be using. So if you do see these, these backgrounds like this yellow one here, it's because you do need to sort out the index transparency, or just sort out the transparency for the GIF object. And again, this is not GLC v3's responsibility, because GLC v3 is an app for creating game launchers. It's not an app for editing GIFs. So if there is a problem with the GIF file that you're trying to use, or the GIF animation, then you need to edit that yourself somehow. But again, there are applications out there where you can edit GIFs, and all you have to do is just change the transparency out. That's all you need to do. But yeah, so again, pretty straightforward. You can, with this kind of object, you can move it about, you can duplicate it, and you can layer it and position it, do whatever you want. The only thing I will say about GIFs inside GLC v3 is you can't resize the GIFs, and the reason for that is because it takes the actual size of the GIF animation itself. So again, if you need a different size, edit the GIF yourself, and then just change the dimensions on the width and the height, and then GLC v3 will automatically detect the height and the width for that. But apart from the resizing, you can do everything else with it. You can move it, you can layer it, and you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, have fun with your GIFs inside GLC v3.